What's the most common mistake you see startup founders make? And what's one piece of advice that you find yourself giving startup founders over and over?
Well, I made a presentation last week that actually Sasha saw, so I'll use the same thing from this. A friend of mine, Heidi Jananga, who was one of the co-founders of WebPT, a remarkable success story in Phoenix. I don't know their revenue, but they've got 300 plus employees. I'm going to guess they're over 100 million in annual recurring revenue, and but just a remarkable success story, backed by Battery Ventures and now Warburg Pincus. I mean, both remarkable investors that they've been part of. She and I were on a panel earlier this year, and this question was posed to us, and I went first and gave this answer of, hey, I think that everybody, founders need to go big, because a lot of times founders are just focused on, I just need to build this thing and then just sell it, because it's really hard work. I just need to build this thing and like sell it, or it's going to be better when I get to here, and so founders sometimes have a short point of view. So my message was, go big, go long, go big. Build something to scale, like lean into leadership, lean into scale, like go big. And Heidi went next on the panel, and she said, I'm actually going to say the exact opposite. And she said, go, more or less, she said, go small. But what she meant by that, and she clarified, she said this really a lot better than I will now or could say. She said, I remember when I got some advice from someone early in my company, and it was just, hey, solve the problem right in front of me, like fix it and like get it right and fix it and nail it. And my message was scale it, and her message was nail it, right? That was her like message, and both are true. But one thing that's really hard as a founder, very, very hard as a founder, is to recognize the shift that you're constantly going through. Like, there's always something to fix. So fix this thing, but don't lose sight of the fact that if you can build a big, meaningful company, you can create better lives for your employees. And that is, I just think the promise of company building is super powerful. I think when you create a healthy culture in your company, then you make people's family lives better. You create more economic opportunity for them and their kids. You create a better sense of purpose when your employees can connect their personal purpose to the company's purpose and the mission. And so I think, and if you create something that's big and meaningful and purposeful, you can really transform the lives of your employees and the customers that you serve. So I'm a big believer in trying to build something that's mission driven, big, and impactful. But at the same time, in the early days, you're constantly just like, I got this bug in my software. I got to fix this right now. Who cares about going big? I got to just fix this thing. And so I would say, like, do both, like fix the problem, get very focused on the immediate priority, and don't lose sight of that. Like, fix this thing right now, and stay and be very, very focused. Like, focus is key, but don't lose sight of the fact of the opportunity to do something transformative and scale. So I would say, and there's a book that has this same title, but nail it and scale it. You got to do both.
Nice.